Alright, so today I am removing the valve springs, the valves, and the stem seals here. So to do this, you need one of these, not one of those, one of these, which is a valve spring compressor. You can see here this end is opened up to go over. Camera focus here. These things right here. These are what hold it in place. Here's some I removed earlier. So here's a valve, and the springs sit over like so, and then you have these little caps here, and these are these caps as you see right there. These sit over like this, and you can see here there's a little it's cut away just there, and that is where these two halves sit, and these, when they're in, hold the spring in place, almost like a circlip but like tapered. And I believe this design is the same amongst all Rover V8 heads, right from the beginning 50s ones I think to modern day, although I think the more recent ones had stem seals. I think the early ones didn't. Either way, there shouldn't be much of a variance, I don't think, in design. So this valve here is actually stuck, so I'm in the middle of persuading it out with some release fluid. So yeah, to do this, what you do is you grab your valve spring compressor and you place this end right over the top here, making sure that you leave enough room to remove those centered tapered pin things. And on this side, this must come in contact with the back of the valve like that. So I'm going to bang them on, and I'll show you how to remove them. Okay, so compress that on there. I don't know if you can see, but the it's exposed these two little bits by pushing the spring in. So what I've got to do now is persuade the two out. Screwdriver may do the trick. Okay, there's one out. And there's the next one there. And you can see here now that all I've got to do is relieve the pressure without firing the spring at anything or anyone. So let's give that a go. Okay. And what we'll see is the spring has come straight off, along with its retaining cap there, and then you can see here that the valve is ready to be extracted. There it is. straight out. Alright, so with that out of the way, I'm going to look at replacing these stem seals here. Again, not sure if this is the correct method for removing them. I'll show you from that. This is all they really are. It's not a very good picture, I am sorry, it's a bit dark back here. So all I'm doing is, to get them out, is getting a pair of pliers and just clamping them around the bottom of the stem seal here, giving them a wiggle, slowly just kind of wiggling each one off. Just moving them side to side first, and then tough. There we go. Yeah, so that's that. I get the fun job now of going and working on the next set of heads. Next head, I mean. So hey, the Rover V8 there. Okay, so what if, like me, your engine's been left outside the car for a while, or in the elements, or whatever, and you remove this, but the valve's stuck in place. I've no idea if this is the right way of going about the situation, but it's what I've done today, and it seems to have worked without any drama. No burring of the tops of these or anything. No damage to the underside. That wasn't already there. Basically using a heck of a lot of this on here, and then using a copper hammer or something similar so you don't burr the edges. Give it a good tap. If there's enough space in here to get some more fluid down, do it. And then turn this round. Give it a very light tap with the hammer. Should move it a little bit before it hits the bench. Make sure not to hit the side here, because that's going to mean the bloody thing won't seal. You're going to get oil everywhere, and then just felt that move. Let's look under here. Lo and behold, got a little bit of movement, so more of the good stuff. Like that, and then I'm going to position it just over the edge here, so there's enough room. Just going to double check it's alright. Yep. And then I'm going to another couple of taps. It's going really easy as that. Okay. Let's flip it over again. It's much further out, and then still stuck in there, pretty good. So what I'm going to do is spray it again. Tap it back in the other way. It's going much easier now. In fact, I bet. Yeah. We're getting there. You see here, there's some corrosion on there. It's pretty gross. Bit of WD-40. See there that those have been cleaned up already, just with a bit of the old WD, and running in through these again.